All right, so example 3 is slightly difficult because we've got the x on the bottom here, but we're going to treat it exactly the same. So 1 plus 5 on x to the 2. We put our coefficients down first, so we're the second row, so it's 1, 2, 1. And then we put our first one, so that's 1 squared, 1, and then nothing. And then we put our second one, we don't have anything for the first. 5 on x to the 1, 5 on x squared, and we do a plus between everything. So that gives us 1 times 1 plus 2 times 1 times 5 on x plus 1 times 25 on x squared, which gives me 1 plus 10 on x plus 25 on x squared. For the second thing, they want the first 4 terms in the expansion of 1 take x to the 8. Well, from Pascal's triangle, hopefully you've written down a bigger version by now. We've got I'm trying to cheat and find a copy that someone else has done. No, I'm going to have to actually write it out. 1, 7, 21, 35, 35, 21, 7, 1. Okay. 1, 8, 28, 56, 70, 56, 28, 8, and 1. Okay. Let's put these in, but we want to leave heaps of room, or we just want to be able to write really small. Although they have only asked for the first 4 terms in the expansion. Pluses before all of them. Okay, so our first thing, times. Okay, our first thing in the brackets is 1. So 1 to the 8, 1 to the 7, 1 to the 6, 1 to the 5. Times. And then we've got, we don't have anything with the first one, minus x to the 1, minus x squared, minus x cubed. And then let's figure out 1 times 1 plus 8 times 1 times minus x plus 28 times 1 times a negative x all squared is positive x squared. 56 times 1 times negative x cubed, and they didn't want more than 4 terms. So we've got 1 times 1 take 8x plus 28x squared take 56x cubed. For question B, this one's quite complicated. So we've got this term multiplied by this term. So we've got, let me do this in, okay, 1 plus 5 on x to the squared, 1 take x to the 8. Now, I'm assuming they only asked us to write out 4 things of the expansion of 8 because both BI and BII only need to expand the first few. So we've got 1 plus 10 on x plus 25 on x squared times 1 take 8x plus 28x squared take 56x cubed, and it would keep going. Let's expand. Now I'm going to do this painfully step by step. 1 times that, 1 times that, 1 times that, 1 times that, and then the rest. So I've got 1 times 1 plus 1 times negative 8x plus 1 times 28x squared plus 1 times negative 56x cubed. Now I'm going to do it with my plus. Now I'm going to do it with my 10 on x's. So I've got 10 on x times 1 plus 10 on x times negative 8x, sorry, plus 10 on x times 28x squared, plus 10 on x times negative 56x cubed. And then I've got my 25 on x squared times everything. 25 on x squared times 1. 25 on x squared times minus 8x. 25 on x squared times 28x squared. 25 on x squared times negative 56x cubed. Now, I'm not going to expand everything and times everything out. We're going to approach this smartly. If we want the term independent of x, so I'll highlight this question in light green, we need to go through all of this answer and look for any where there's no x or the x's would cancel out. So in this one, there's no x. In this one, the x's would cancel out. And in this one, the x's would cancel out. So for I, we're going to have 1 times 1 plus 10 on x times minus 8x plus 25 on x squared times 28x squared. And I think that's why they asked us to stop at 4 terms, because the biggest thing we had in this first one is like on x squared. So the biggest thing that we cancel out with it is x squared, and we wouldn't get an x squared past the 3rd term or the 4th term. Okay, so this comes out as 1. Take 80, the x's cancel out, plus, now it's 25 times 28. 40, carry the 4, 14, 16, 5, 0, 0, 700. I might be wrong. Calculator's good. 1 take 80 plus 700. Well, 700 take 80 is 620 plus 1, 621. For question 2, they've asked us to find the term in x. That's a fancy way of saying the ones where that might cancel out and we just have an x. So for example, this one just has an x. This one, the x and the x squared would cancel to leave us an x on the top. And this one, the x squared and the x cubed would cancel to leave us an x on the top. So they're the terms we're going to use. So for this question, we've got 1 times minus 8x. Oh, I need to scroll down. Plus 10 on x times 28x squared plus 25 on x squared times negative 56x. 25 on x squared times 56x cubed. Yeah, I just didn't write that very clearly. So that gives me negative 8x plus 280x. Take, now 56 times 25, 30, carry the 3, 25, 28, 0, 6 times 2, 12, carry the 1, 5 times 10, 11, 0, 0, 1, 4, 1, 1400x. So if I've got negative 8 plus 280, take 1400. Well, what's 1408 take 280? Wish I had a calculator. It's going to come out as negative 1128x. and that's the term in X. So those questions can get quite confusing, but you don't you can do them smartly by, I use a highlighter, and collecting terms that you know you want.